hoping that this is an access road. This was at the somewhat other end of the beach, and I have no idea where I'm going. Doesn't look too welcoming. Nope, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I'm not gonna follow this to the unknown. Looks like I'm gonna turn around because this pretty much was the end before it got too marshy. Oh well, it was worth a shot, even though it was a pretty nasty part of the beach. Just head back the mile or two that I drove down here and start from there. Well, I made it. It's about 3 o'clock on Tuesday. I thought North Carolina was hot and humid, but they've got nothing on Texas. I would say North Carolina is a close runner-up, but this is insane. And where I was earlier today takes the cake. Louisiana, that was awful. But all I did was take everything off the top of the Jeep, and I am already drenched. So, just your kitchen area, dining area, living room, and that is his view from the top deck. Also from the bottom, and I'll show you that later, he's got a pool and a hot tub down there. He does have a boat ramp and a jet ski, but the only time he had a boat was right before the hurricane. That wiped it out and he decided not to get another one. So, but yeah, that's the view from up here. Pretty sweet Lake Conroe. And congratulations to my buddy, because he is, through the rental place that he uses, the #1 rental in Lake Conroe, so good for him. Then I'll grab that on the way. So this is the room that I'm staying in, and that's the view outside. So there is his infinity hot tub and the pool. So found out that that jet ski over there, he went halves with his neighbor on, so we're going to take that out a bit later, and he leaves the dock and the jet ski area open for renters so that they can bring their own. So that's pretty much it. Nice place, great place to relax. I've been here many times, and of all the neighbors, usually we are the loudest, so doesn't usually hear too much coming from the neighbors. But so yeah, this is it. And then out front, it's got it nice landscaped, and then my old Jeep in the carport. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna enjoy my time here. That is the fence that I need to fix. He's got a lot of boards that need to be ripped out. Some of the support boards need to be ripped out, and the whole thing needs to be repainted. So that's what I'll be working on the next couple of days for him, and then whatever else odds and ends he needs done. But until tomorrow, I think that's it for the night. And another reason why I have an XJ, because utility. So you wouldn't really know it looking up there. I've got 9 2x4 pressure treated 8-foot and 20 of the fence boards, which is only part of the actual fence. I wanted to do it in a couple of loads because I want to make sure this first part of the fence works out before I go and buy everything. Plus, just makes sense to only put half a load up there and not have a whole lot hanging on the top. So got this part all out. That's all rotted, that's partly rotted, and almost all of that was rotted. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting this back together, see how it works out. It is starting to get toasty.
At best.
Is
at least a 5-pounder.
Oh yeah. Is that bigger than the last one?
It's about the same. Felt your head hitting most that time.
Yeah. My dad taught me, you can net the fish no matter what. At all costs.
So after a fun night hanging out with Wayne's friends and then going out on his buddy's pontoon boat and chilled out while they fished, caught some pretty big fish last night, back at it. So this part of the fence is done, well, up anyway, and I just ripped off this whole wall, so I need to replace the whole bottom board and also put in all new fence boards, and then I will secure this. I haven't put screws down the middle side here. And then he's got some other projects he wants me to take a look at and see if I can't work on, so it's gonna keep me busy, which is fine by me. I don't like just sitting around anyway. Sometimes I do, but especially if I can make money, I'd rather be doing something. So that's where I'm at today. I need to make another run to Home Depot to pick up a bunch of stuff, stick all my stuff on top of the Jeep again. That worked out really well. But it is a gorgeous but humid hot day. It's not even, you know, it's about 9:30 and I'm already drenched. So look at that view. That's pretty awesome. That never gets old. Anyway, I got to get back at it. All right, so that is load number 2. That 2x12x8, that alone had to have been over 40 pounds. That was a heavy wet board. This was my heaviest load by far. Definitely felt it in my brakes. But the Curt roof rack, perfect bungee, awesome. Saved me again. So now to unload it and get working on the fence. I've now got another project back there where I'm going to work on that fence, which surrounds the pool equipment. So that is also in the plans. It's going to be a long day. Alright, so it's the last day and it's the home stretch. Today is mostly painting. I got everything done. Deck took me a lot longer than I thought it would as an add-on job, so that kind of hosed up some stuff. So did the fence, but now most of the stuff's done. Just got to finish nailing or screwing the fence in. This takes me a lot longer than it should. As you can see, I've got all the screws lined up like rockets. All I did was attach one at the bottom and one at the top. And so to line all this out, pre-drill every hole, and then go through it with screws is definitely time consuming. And the reason that I just have them set up here is because I was trying to save some time. I didn't want to have the drill driver going this early in the morning, so I just got them set up so that I can just hit all these when it comes time. But I do need to paint the entire fence. I need to paint the shed. He wants it trimmed out. And then also I need to paint the fence a different color, and I'm not sure about up there, but it is going to be a real feel of 98 today. Finally a breeze is kicking up, so that'll be nice, but got a lot of work to do. I even wanted to try to finish out his hardware for him. Hopefully that'll work out. It's not working out in some areas. The bolts are just too rusted, and unless I grind them off and replace the whole thing, it's not gonna be a great experience. So anyway, luckily this part's still in the shade, so I need to keep spray painting some of the stuff and just get a move on. So that's pretty much what I'm working on today. All right, it is Sunday about 3:30 and I need to be out of here in the next 45 minutes. So I'm gonna make this video, sit inside for the remaining time and chill out with a drink and actually just lemonade and look outside because I don't even want to sit outside anymore. I was up till 11:30 last night painting trying to get all this done, and then I was up at 6:30 to finish painting. I definitely underestimated the amount of painting that I had to do and how meticulous I am. That doesn't go hand in hand when you're trying to get things done in a hurry. So got everything done, worked, I don't know, 3+ days here and there, and I worked yesterday all day. There was definitely some scope creep on this project, which my buddy mentioned a lot more that I was asked to do than I had planned, and I had taken it on, not realizing how meticulous I would be with painting, and that I would literally paint for 12 hours. And that was just 12 hours yesterday in between everything else that I did. So another 6 hours today about to finish up everything, more painting and touch-ups and things of that nature. But let me show you what I worked on. So this fence was part of the original project. I was supposed to take some boards out, replace them. I ended up replacing all of them along with the bottom 2x4s because they were all rotted out. I also ended up having to repaint the whole thing white. It was originally gray, decided to change colors. White is a horrible color to put over anything. So that's 2 coats. It should use a 3rd, but he said leave it, don't touch it. This then had to be all repainted white, and this goes all the way back here. Painting this section here was a whole lot of fun. And then back here around all that stuff. So yeah, painting that last night at 11, or I don't know, about 10:30 to 11:30. Did some of this stuff. It was definitely not pleasant. So that only has mostly 1 coat on it because he said not to worry about it. Refreshed his hardware and his numbers, put 5 coats of spray paint on everything, so I refreshed all that. So I didn't want to paint the whole fence and then end up having janky hardware, so it's got to at least look decent. Painted the inside of that, even though it technically didn't need to be done, and then all new boards. And then he decided that we're going to paint the shed, so then I trimmed it out in white and painted it it's a little bit different color shade than it originally was, but under the white was all 1 color. And then on top of that, my deck work came out pretty good. So that he painted, and a lot of these boards here I replaced for him. So a lot more should be replaced, but we just replaced the ones that had to be done, and then he repainted that. And then this whole area was also something that I worked on. Replaced a bunch of boards, replaced the tops, screwed everything down that was nailed and coming out because I hate nails. It needs to be screwed, and I can see a little spot right there. So stuff like that bothers the crap out of me. Wish I would have caught that. But so the door and the fence all the way around. So all of this required almost 2 coats in here, and everything outside was 3 coats because of the white. And you can still see where the cedar boards are. It's still bleeding through a little bit, but that's to be expected. So it was nice to do all that with this kind of view. But it was exhausting. I was definitely not in a good place yesterday when I was doing all the painting into the night. But it needed to be done, and I just see another spot. Like, I go around and I can see little things that maybe other people wouldn't, but I do, and that's why it takes me so long. But anyway, the Jeep is all loaded. I am gonna go inside, chill out, try to stop sweating, and then head out of here. So next up, Tennessee. I was supposed to meet somebody here outside of Houston, but it didn't work out because of my timing. So Vinny, hopefully next time we can get together, next time I'm out here. And Wyatt, I am going to be heading your way. Actually, this video won't even be out till then. So anyway, that's where I'm heading. I'm gonna go see Wyatt in Tennessee, spend a couple of nights out there, and then head home.